Welcome, everybody. This is the Joe Pug matinee version. And super psyched. It is such a beautiful day. This is just a perfect afternoon to have this music here. This is Joe's second time, and I was away the first time. And he told me that this show is going to be even better than last time. So we're gonna rock and roll with him. Just a quick show of hands. Who here is new to the mill? All right. Well, welcome. So you are in the loft, and the loft is a reclaimed barn that wasn't here originally. It sits on this sort of cinder block build-out that happened in the 40s, and below us is not only a bathroom, which is exciting for us because this building didn't have plumbing 5 years ago. There's a bathroom there on the first floor and a classroom, but it serves as an extension of the main historic mill now, where, as you saw, is filled with fine art, and this show is called Sweet and Savory. And so it's 11 artists who, and I'll tell you a little bit about this at the end of Joe's set. It's 11 artists who, just with their take, express themselves with photography and sculpture and paintings, food of all sorts, and also really cool pictures of fast food chains, if you happen to see those, which I thought were amazing. And so we have rotating shows, and in addition to that, we have a whole slew of classes. There's woodworking and welding. We do turning classes out in the barn, ceramics downstairs. We had watercolor class today. There's yoga and qigong. There's also a lot of stuff that's just sort of free community stuff. So we have a preservation thread where we do a topic around historic preservation. So we've done plaster and window glazing and stuff like that. Poetry once a month, prose, all sorts of stuff. So sign up for the mailing list, be a part of this community. Right now, though, we are here to see Joe Pug. So please, a warm round of applause.
Pleasure to be back at the mill when it's about 105 degrees in June, which it was last time we were here. Beautiful night for a concert. It's also made me reckon with the fact that I'm now at an age where I find a 4 p.m. concert very appealing.
Me too.
It is what it is, man. Thanks so much for being here. What is good will never change. You can lie and say dust. You can overturn the statue. You can break very much. If my enemies are slow, if my fevers are weak, if my lessons don't hurt, if my medicine is sweet, if these days are not the pearls, that I am not the swine, that faithful's not a word, that I cannot define, that I find my will to find, that I lose my taste for drink, and that's too much days, that my hangovers are brief, while we're here on earth, I can keep the difference here between what I should have done and what I really did. If my children live out stories they can tell around the fire, they can recognize beauty, they can recognize a liar, that their innocence remains, that they never question my love, that they work to build cathedrals, they want to live to pray inside of, that our better angels sing of peace instead of war, with the pistols close in hand, when the wolf is at the door, with the clock never thickens, and the shoe never drops, and the age of grace begins when the age of reason stops. Just like a memory when my father calls me home, like I'm racing under street lights, back to dinner on the stove. There's a candle in my window, there's roses on my grave, from those that I befriended, from those that I betrayed. The three men I admire the most never caught that last train for the coast. But the music never died, the river wasn't dry. We might be east of Eden, but we're headed west tonight. Well, I heard the news this morning, and my hope will never end, that you found heaven quick from here in Baltimore, my friend. It's 5 after midnight, and the sun is still setting. On girls in white dresses, not meant for wedding. In there stands your door, with both eyes upon you. You stand up and walk to her side. There's no place a good man can hide. There's no place a good man can hide. History is perfect and written by the winners. The lieutenant says as he breaks all your fingers, well, you fled prosecution, but they found you in Houston. They told you to reach for the sky. There's no place a good man can hide. There's no place a good man can hide. for, in the year of our Lord 2024, coming to the old folk music show. Makes you very strange people coming to the folk music show 2024. Stranger still is me playing the folk music show in 2024. You know, I think I play folk music because of how I grew up. My dad was a hippie. My dad is a hippie. Still, I'm close with my dad. And it was a great childhood. Growing up with a hippie as a parent. Only drawback of growing up with a hippie as a parent is it's very difficult to figure out how to rebel. Which is probably why I'm up here dressed like an ATF agent right now. You gotta get it where you can find it, you know what I mean? And, so I wrote a song years and years ago, trying to square this circle for myself, trying to help me understand this paradox. And I think it still works for me today to understand it. This song is called I Do My Father's Drugs. When the party starts on Monday and Christmas starts in June, when no one minds, I just arrive and I'll be leaving soon. If I return with eyes half open, don't ask me where I was. I do my father's drugs. When every revolution is sponsored by mistakes, there's no bravery in bayonets in tearing down the gates. If you were singing with a rifle, don't ask me what it's for. I fight my father's wars. Strikes of fashion and freedom is routine. When all the streets in Cleveland are named for Martin Luther King, you will see me at the protest, but you'll notice that I dread. I burn my father's flag. So when the party starts on Monday and Christmas starts in June, when no one minds, I just arrive and I'll be leaving soon. If I return with eyes half open, don't ask me where I was. I do my father's drugs. Oh, I do my father's drugs. so vicious are the carnival rides. In the carnival park, we'll yell your name for pride. We got billboards full of Japanese cars. It ain't rare to hear the streetlights call themselves stars. The more that I learn, the more that I cheat. I see skeleton mothers and hungry folks across the street from the kitchens that cook their homes. Sometimes you hear whispers by the dark of the moon that we promised too much and gave it too soon. Even our coughs and our fevers compete. I don't miss you. Blocking borders with smiles, I am against sun. We measure loneliness in miles and answering tons. It's a straw-headed man rowing away from the shore. He says it's a shame to let you have slaves here anymore. I'm the ugliest man that should ever be. I Thank you. Thanks very much. We put out a new album this year, and even in this day and age, with all the way that media has changed in the last 10 or 15 years, we still, when we put an album out, put out things kind of anachronistically called singles. And obviously the idea behind a single, which your publicist, your label will tell you, is you want the most immediately accessible song available in the album to put out first. And what I'd like to do for you tonight in concert, now that you're here in a captive fashion, is play for you the least accessible song. Because what you're going to do is kind of hard to leave here. And this is a song I wrote for a friend of mine who we grew up together, had pretty similar lives, and then his life went one way and mine went another. And when I was younger, I used to think I had a lot of agency as far as things went, and now as I get older, and I look at a buddy of mine like that and myself, I realize that maybe sometimes you're just lucky, sometimes you're fortunate, sometimes you receive grace. And the older I get, I realize that it's better to be lucky than to be good, you know. And so this is for a friend of mine named John. The song is called Brother John. There was a friend I had, we called him Brother John. He was many heavy years ago now. He had a poet's heart and a painter's touch, was more honest than the world would allow. The rest of us grew up and made our compromise, but he was never one to play that game. He was caught between a crow machine and an everlasting flame. Caught between a crow machine and an everlasting flame. We used to smoke on the side. His life was not just history. Now that he's gone, meanwhile some shallow man in a far-off town dragged us all down a slippery slope. And the doctor's brand new miracle cure was just good old-fashioned dope. They said the road to hell is like a Sunday walk until the devil gets to know your name. Then you're caught between a cold machine and an everlasting flame. Now there's a silver stream of water in the street, about a block from where his body was found. And the children laugh and sing their songs as the summer starts to wind itself down. But I see Johnny's face as I close my eyes, and our time together can't explain. Like a slow refrain, he was caught between a cold machine. Hey, caught between a cold machine. Hey, caught between a cold machine. Hey, caught between a cold machine. Hey. From deep dark wells comes pure clean water, and the ice will melt as the day gets hotter and the night grows old, as the sun climbs into the sky. When now is then, and tomorrow's coming, and where you been starts meaning something. As long as you can, just keep stumbling ahead. As long as you're not better, you can start all over again. As long as you're not better, you can start all over again. You can start over again. From deep dark wells comes pure clean water, and the ice will melt as the day gets hot, the night grows old, as the sun climbs into the sky. And as long as you're not better, you can start all over again. As long as you're not better, you can start all over again. As long as you're not better, you can start all over again. As long as you're not better, you can start all over again. You can start over again. And I believe that. I was born into a circus, but I ran off to join a home. always said that I was worthless, that my family died unknown. So it gets and so it goes. That's what you get, I suppose, for wanting something more than a life of work and growth. All the Christians left behind at the crossroads of your town, all them playing truth or dare, neath the sanctuary now. Some wish they had the truth, some wish they had to go, but there ain't no sense in leaving from the holy game you know. You are, how hard it is, how good you are. There's a butler in your hallway. He is troublesome and old. He repeats the word of life to describe your family growth. You ask him please to go, but there's one thing you don't know. He carved April 7, 65 into the side of your piano. You are, how hard it is, how good you are. Everything that you were meant for, everything that you were born to do, does not need you to do it. Someone else was born to do it too. Now like a half-grown man, you barely learn how to stand. If you shut up with what you've chosen, you'll hear something choosing you. You are, how hard it is, how good you are. I'd like to play you guys a couple songs now that I did not write. And the reason I want to play them for you is because their authors are no longer around to play them themselves. And I love American music. Again, I would venture, if you're coming to see the old folk music show in the year 2024, that you love American music too. It's a strange thing to do in this day and age. And I think the way that American music perpetuates itself, it's not necessarily on Spotify, it's not necessarily in your earbuds personally by yourself or in your car by yourself. I think the way that it gets spread from generation to generation is in small nightclubs and big nightclubs and theaters and converted grist mills. So it's important to me that these songs keep on being played in real life with the sound waves moving. And as you seem to hear, neither one of these songs need my help at all. They'll do just fine on their own. But I'd like to kick in my little bit. One of them is by a guy I knew very well. I toured with him for years, and he's gone before his time. And another one is by a guy that I never met, not one time, despite my best efforts to stalk him for about 15 years. The closest I ever got, his tour manager physically stopped me. Which in fairness, is like the main job of a tour manager, is to stop the drunk 24-year-old songwriter from talking to your artist. Still remember the tour manager's name, Mitchell. I'm not bitter about it at all. So I played the song by the guy that I didn't get to meet, although I got an arm's length away. I think if it really came down to it, and I was really pressed, put a gun to my head and you demanded an answer from me, I'd probably tell you that this is my very favorite John Prine song. Sam Stone came home to his wife and family after serving in the conflict overseas. In the time that he served, he had shattered all his nerves and left bitter shrapnel in his knee. But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew around his brain and gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a mountain on his back, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop, count the years. Sad songs don't last too long, broken radios. Sam Stone's welcome home didn't last too long. He went to work after he spent his last dime, and Sammy took to stealing when he got that empty feeling for $100 habit all overtime. And the gold ran through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains, and eased his mind in the hours that he chose. While the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes, there's a hole in Daddy's arm where the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs don't last too long, broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon, climbing the walls while sitting in his chair. They played his last request while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. Our life had lost its fun, there was nothing to be done except trade in the house that he bought on the GI Bill. The fur flag draped casket on a local hero's hill. It's a hole in Daddy's arm where the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sad songs don't last too long, broken radios. Okay, this is the song about a guy that I didn't know. He might even say I knew too well. He took me on my first tour of the United States. I took me on my first tour of Australia. We went to Australia together when I was 24, so just like 2 years ago. We got drunk on the grave of the original lead singer of AC/DC down there together. It was everything I thought being a touring musician was going to be like. He passed away a couple of years ago. This is my favorite song of his. He played every night, and I come up to the green room to hear it. I love this song. It's my favorite Justin Townes Earle song. I am my father's son. I've never known when to shut up. And I ain't fooling no one. I am my father's son. We don't see eye to eye, and I'll be the first to admit I never tried. Yeah, it hurts, but it should hurt sometimes. We don't see eye to eye. I was a young man when I first felt the pleasure in the feeling of a sound. And I walked down the same road as my old man, but I was younger then. Now it's 3 a.m. and I'm standing in the kitchen, holding my last cigarette. Strike a match, and I see my reflection in the mirror in the hall, and I say to myself, I got my mama's eyes, her long thin frame, and her smile, and I still see wrong from right. I got my mama's eyes. Yeah, I got my mama's eyes. Clap a leg, I wait to a foot of water standing in my basement. It started rising, it took me in, the flood is coming. This is not history in black and white now. In a perfect storm there isn't any hiding. The end is child, the end is sun, the flooding comes. They tried to warn me, I wouldn't listen. And now all at once I'm drowning in my kitchen. My legs are broken, I'm treading water. The flood has come, the flood has come. I tried to bargain, I tried to reason, but But the sky was deaf, the rain was never ceasing. So now some cheap bed I can cover the flooding come, the flooding come. So listen close, I was dead wrong to think that things could work themselves out in the long. Pay attention, heed the thunder, the flood has come, the flooding color. I'd like to play you a song now that I wrote for my wife, actually. But as you see here, it's not a love song. That's how things go. And it was written on the occasion of her and I having a very bitter disagreement with one another. Big argument, big blowout argument, and we could not come together on it. We could not agree. We could not compromise in any way. Because I was absolutely right. And I didn't know how to make her understand that in conversation. I was doing a poor job articulating myself, and she was doing pretty good on her end. So I got out of the argument. I did a strategic retreat, and I thought to myself, how can I articulate, how can I get this across, how can I communicate to my wife, because I'm doing a terrible job in conversation. And then I thought, you know what? For the last 15 years, for a living, I have communicated via the medium of song. So maybe if I put my point in the song, it'll better get across. So I sat down, I worked very hard on this, and this song is my attempt to describe to my wife how I view the nature of our domestic reality. And this song is called I Don't Work in a Bank. I don't work in a bank, they're not my beans to count. If you want proof when I go broke, no one will bail me out. Don't ask me where I'm going, don't ask how much I drank. If you want answers, that's just fine, but I don't work in a bank. Oh, I don't work in a bank, and you knew that when we met. Put that dress back on the rack and live with your regret. You don't get to taste the top shelf when your bottom line is blank. Say it's private stock, public school, I don't work in a bank. Oh, well, I don't work in a bank. That was fine when I was a kid, but the awful truth I learned, things would be much better if I did. Yeah, I ended up with short change and just myself to thank, cause the world's a giant spinning coin. I don't work in a bank. It's fine if I walked ahead, I could look behind me. If I fell behind, I could always know. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a hand I have known I could always hold through the night so long, through the day can't be found, it's probably for the best. If still it can't be found, it's probably for the best.
This afternoon, this late afternoon.
1076.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Thank you. You guys doing okay? The one time in the day when there aren't like drag racers going out back.
No.
Back.
I am the day, I am the dawn, I am the darkness coming on. I'm once, I'm twice, I am the whole, I'm just a slice. Some call me gone, some call me here, head around, never near. I am right now, I am back then, I will return, don't ask me when. I am the disappointed kiss, I am the unexpected harvest. I am the old Kentucky home, I am the son who runs the farthest. I have done wrong, I will do wrong, there's nothing wrong with doing wrong. And I am faith, I am belief, except for when I'm not. I am the teeth of champions, I am rust and water out. I'm sleep, I'm breathing, I'm the missing of the passing seasons. I am the brush, I am the strokes, I'm sickness come to the best. I am renewed, I am just made, I am unchained, yeah. I'm a pasture fenced about the edge, I am Dakota thunder raging. And by my shoes and by my feet and by my soul and wonder, I am the tracks we laid above, I am the tunnel running under. Thank you kindly. I've been waiting all night for you to look my way. I've been playing with the fire that I can't explain. And I know that you're here with him. With the necklace and the feeling that you can't get. You drive a dark car, no hard river with the low car. I'm here waiting on the Crescent Bridge. She's a true black, bright side, promise and brown eyes. I'm here waiting on the Crescent Bridge. You can redirect the river, you can catch the rain. You can build yourself a palace on the freeway plain. And I know you can touch the moon. But your stomach's always empty with the silver spoon. You drive a dark car, no hard river with the low car. I'm here waiting on the
Mayor Mill, for having me again, especially for having me in October where the weather is temperate. And, thanks to you guys for coming out tonight, this afternoon. Keep on having me. Correct myself. Thanks for coming out this afternoon. Thanks for coming to hear live original music. It means the world. So thank you for being here.
And I've come to know the wish list of my father. I've come to know the shipwrecks where he wished. I've come to wish aloud, come under the overdress of crowd, come to witness now the sinking of the ship, throwing pennies from the sea tightness to give. And I've come to roam the forest past the village with a dozen lazy horses in my cart. I've come here to get high, to do more than just get by. I've come to test the timber of my heart. Oh, I've come to test the timber of my heart. And I have come to be untroubled in my seeking. And I have come is for naught. I've come to reach out blind, to reach forward and behind. For the more I seek, the more I'm sought. Yeah, the more I seek, the more I'm sought. Sheriff and his posse to offer him the broadside of my jaw. I've come here to get broke and then maybe bum a smoke. We'll go drinking 2 towns over after all. We'll go drinking 2 towns over after all. And I've come to meet the legendary taker. I've only come to ask them for a lot. Well, they say I've come to live, and I should rightfully possess. I say the more I buy, the more I'm bought. And the more I'm bought, the less I cost. I have come to take their servants and their surplus. I have come to take coats and their speed. I've come to get my fill, to ransack and spill. I've come to trade the harvest for the seed. Oh, I've come to trade the harvest for the seed. Stranger that you keep. I've come down the road and my footsteps heavy slow. Before we met, I knew we'd meet. Oh, before we met, I knew we'd meet. Now I've come here to ignore your cries and hearts. I've come to closely listen to you sing. I've come here to insist that I leave here with a kiss. I've come to say exactly what I mean. And I mean so many things. And you've come to know me stubborn as a butcher. And you've come to know me thankless as a guest. You recognize my face when God's awful praise strips me of my jacket and my vest.
leave you with one more. That's okay. We'll do it like this. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by faster than a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. You work and work for years and years. You're always on the go. You never take a moment off. Too busy making dough. One day you say you'll have your fun when you're a millionaire. Imagine all the fun you'll have in your own rocking chair. Oh, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by faster than a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. You're gonna take that ocean cruise, no matter come what may. You got your reservations booked, but you just can't get away. One day you say you'll see the world, you'll really get around. Well, how far can you travel when you're 6 feet underground? Oh, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pit. The years go by faster than a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. I enjoyed myself this afternoon. I hope you do. It's later. Thank you. I love the audience. Please put your hand on